We talk about mentality and mindset. So there is a big belief that you control your happiness, and for a long time I didn't believe it, because like I was fully functional and miserable. So I was like, well, I can do anything. I don't have to be happy. Like I didn't feel like that was a requirement, but that's because I was unhappy for so long that that was my baseline, and I just did what I had to do to get by. It wasn't ever as enjoyable as it should, but it was like something I never experienced. So at that point, I didn't know what I was missing. But then I started getting into this mindset training and really reprogramming my brain so that you find enjoyment. You follow the path of what you want to do, what brings you joy, what's rewarding to you, and it's been very incredible, and it has increased my quality of life. And I'm a tech guy, so I'm happy when I'm tinkering and creating digital products and stuff like that, like building websites and funnels, and it's crazy. Like, yeah, that does bring me joy. Yeah, call me nerd, whatever it is, but to me it's a creating thing. Like, I also have physical things that I create, like outside every inch of my yard. I think I've probably tweaked in some form or fashion, and what I tell people is I'm out there changing the world, because that's just how I like to think of it. I like to do physical activities, change the landscape physically and digitally. I like to leave things better than I found it, and that's why I was so drawn to this online marketing thing, because I am great interacting with people when I'm giving them something, when I'm offering them knowledge and I'm sharing it with them. Now, my downside is the actual initiation of the conversation, the reaching out to people, where like I'll send them an email, be like, "Are you interested?" They'll be like, "Yeah, kinda." I'll be like, "You want to hear more?" I'll be like, "Eh." And that's where I end it, because I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. So that's where Endless Income Academy steps in, recognizes the skills that you're lacking, and then helps you beef them up. So they bridge that gap instead of just taking a potential client and giving you the skills to turn that kind of interested to like, well, let me show you what it is, and then we can have a better discussion on if you're interested or not. And then they convert, and then they're a customer, and then you're interacting with them. Well, now that you're in here, let me show you this and this and this and this and this, and then they start making money, and then they're like, I'm really glad you reached out to me. And that's what I do it for, right there, because I'm trying to help people make their lives better, because I wanted a better life for myself, and I remember what it was like to not have that person reach out to me. And so I've overcome all that stuff, and it all came down to mentality and mindset. Because if you learn to think differently, you act differently, and you get rewarded differently. And this is something that I've found to be extremely rewarding. The relationships that I've built because of EIA, I wouldn't trade for anything.